Greetings everyone, my name is Fro. I make video tutorials on how to use AI for your personal life. So your health, your wealth, your taxes, insurance, you name it, how can AI apply to you for that? And I explore AI tools, showcasing the ones I'm using and how agents are working 24/7 to optimize my life. Today we're going to go through a fun exercise. Hopefully this wouldn't be controversial because I will be showing some of the tools that are just rock stars for me and then some of the ones that are just not meh on my list of tools. So some of this might surprise you. Hopefully, not a lot of surprises if you've watched my channel in any regards. And then hopefully, as part of doing this, is you'll see some tools that are on my radar, but I don't pay attention to as much as possible. And hopefully, these are tools you can go research about and dig into those tools yourself. So that said, we're going to jump right in with the tools in no particular order. So I have a list of tools here, and I'll just pick one of them and keep categorizing them and showcasing or sharing my opinions on what I think these tools are all about. So NNN, when it comes to personal automation, NNN used to be very popular. I never really got on the NNN bandwagon. I know if you look on YouTube, there are folks that made a fortune building NNN, sharing that. I think is a very solid tool, good use cases. But for me personally, NNN will be on the C tier. It's lost its mojo and its popularity is still there. Every now and then I'll pop in and out to look at what NNN does. But if you're building personal automation, NNN will not be my starting point for a number of reasons. It's not as easy to build the NNN pipelines. They look very sophisticated. They look very cool when people build them. But I just don't wake up in the morning thinking, you know what, I'm going to go build an NNN pipeline today. That's just not how I work. So that goes to a C tier, still a capable tool nonetheless. Wow, Paperclip is on the top of the list. Wow, Paperclip, I will naturally want to put Paperclip on an A tier, but just let's start with the B tier now. I'll explain why. Paperclip gives you the ability to orchestrate a fleet of agents. So if you have like your wealth agent, your tax agent, your insurance agent, you want to manage all of them, have them on a heartbeat, going out, working, doing their things. Paperclip will give you that. I love Paperclip. Actually, most of my automations run on Paperclip and the fleet of agents. It does come with a little bit of a nuance for people who are new to it. The setup is not as easy as I would like. You have to essentially ask Claude to do the setup for you. And then it bias too much on the concept of company, like a CEO or CMO or CFO. Founding engineers, like you're trying to build a zero human company. I think I see where they come from. But for you as an individual, for your life, I don't think that most people are hiring CMOs for their life. So just that naming conversion itself kind of makes Paperclip not as smooth as I would like it to be, but very, very powerful. It integrates into OpenClaw. It's a solid B tier for me, and I won't be surprised if it makes it up to the A tier. Now, Multicar, and I'm gonna rate Multicar. Just haven't used it for about 5 hours. That this is an A tier. I think I love the philosophy behind it. Multicar competes with Paperclip. They're kind of in the same space. I think it's a rising star. We'll see how it continues. It has a chat experience, which Paperclip does not. So not only are you managing items, but you can also use the chat to talk to your agents and tell the agents what to do. Multicar doesn't have the heartbeat like Paperclip, so I could have brought it to the B tier, but I don't think it's fair keeping Multicar and Paperclip on the same level. Just how much and how highly I think of Multicar. So we're gonna keep that on the A tier for now. Now let's go to the next one. Claude CLI. Claude CLI is actually it's a solid A tier. I live in Claude CLI. Everything I do is kind of revolves around Claude CLI. I use Claude CLI to set up Paperclip. I use Claude CLI to set up Multicar. I use Claude CLI to set up NNN. As a matter of fact, I could maybe as well put it to the S tier. But in 2026, nothing is going to the S tier for now. That's just a philosophy of mine. I think I'm being hard. Claude Desktop would be a B tier for me. I use the desktop app, but I found that if you're not technical, yeah, desktop app is good, but there's just so many limitations that you could as well just go to the CLI. And you don't have to be technical to use the CLI. I know people who hear about the CLI get intimidated, but as of 2026, the CLI is just a chat box. Just chat with it. Don't be scared. So the desktop is cool. There's a scheduling and all the things that are coming in there. That's why it deserves a B tier. but the CLI is just amazing. OpenClaw, I really don't know where to put OpenClaw. I'm kind of tempted to want to put it on a C tier, but so many folks love it so much that I feel kind of like like an alien for me not to think too highly of OpenClaw. That honestly, I would just do it, and it'll probably piss off some people, but that's okay. Let me know in the comment section below if you're surprised with me putting OpenClaw in the C tier. I don't use it as much. It's expensive to use. You just spend too much time setting this thing up, and then now it's like you have a second job just to manage your OpenClaw, but yet people are talking about how OpenClaw build a company, OpenClaw build a website. And I'm like, well, it's not building any websites for me, and I'm just always sitting there babysitting this thing. So it's a C tier for me. I could maybe move it to a B tier, but man, with what we have in the B tier, I think let's keep OpenClaw there. Um, is there a big promise around it? Yes. Does the use case fit with what I do? Some sort of. And my use case again is AI for your life, health, wealth, taxes, insurance, those domains. How can you orchestrate a fleet of agents? And naturally, OpenClaw doesn't rise to the top because it's really meant to manage one agent. But if you have 15 or 20 agents like we talk about, I struggle, to be honest with you. And maybe I'll do a revision of this tier list. I really struggle putting OpenClaw to the top compared to like Multicar or Paperclip. As a matter of fact, I've done a demo where OpenClaw is an agent within Paperclip, and Paperclip orchestrates that. So that just tells you how much um, I think of Paperclip compared to OpenClaw. And then, now with Multicar, I think Multicar is even more powerful than Paperclip. So this is where OpenClaw will land. Is that a surprise? Let me know in the comment section. Gemini CLI, this is probably a B tier there. We can skip that. Codex CLI, those are just CLIs that every now and then, if I'm bored, I will just go in and take a look at the CLI to see what's going on. But it's not something that I use day to day. My workhorse is a Claude CLI. The models, they just irritate me sometimes with the results. And Claude just seems to be just superior. Codex desktop app, D tier. I've used the desktop app. It's not as smooth. Nowhere close to Claude desktop. This The naming conventions don't match. Like if you go a plugin in Claude Desktop, it's not the same as a plugin in Codex Desktop. I know Gemini has a desktop version now, and even if that would probably be a C tier if I went to the Gemini desktop version, because those are just all the way down there. I don't use them quite a bit. Vibe Kanban is something that plays in the space of Multicar and Paperclip. So where do we put the Vibe Kanban? I'll put this on the CTA. I was on their website recently. It seems like they are not investing on the company side, but they still will remain open source. So do you really want to invest in something that is not having the team behind it, not as stable? It seems like it. But still interesting. To be honest, I haven't put it to the ringer. I haven't used it heavily, but it's interesting because it plays in the space of Vibe Kanban and Paperclip and Multicar. This multi-agent orchestration clearly is my own niche that I enjoy using. So Vibe Kanban is there. You can check it out. I personally would not invest too much time. And probably the next time I do this, I might move this down to the D tier or an F tier. Cursor whoa, this is an interesting one. Cursor used to be if I was doing this 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, when Cursor was I thought Cursor was it. I thought this was the best thing since sliced bread or whatever analogy I can use. It was way up there. But you know where Cursor now is for me? Cursor would be D tier. It's a very capable tool. If you're building an app, if you're building software, yeah, absolutely, Cursor is great. But we're not building software here, right? We're trying to orchestrate agents for your life. Now, here's what happens. You have Claude, and you pay $100 or $200 for the max plan or the max subscription or the ultra subscription. And then you get Cursor and you pay how much? I don't know what they pay these days with Cursor to get access to it. Why? That to me is, I just can't understand that. And it doesn't give you anything unique that Claude doesn't give. So if you're going to spend $100, or let's say you have $50 to spend, trying to get $20 here and 20, I would just say take that $50, figure out a way to make it $100, and just get a max plan, so you can upgrade from the pro plan of Claude. Just get the Claude max plan and be more effective with that, so that you can have the max plan for your health, for your taxes, for your insurance, and then that will give you, to me, a better experience. And that's why Cursor is just going down the list. Still very powerful though. They don't have their, well, I think I should correct that. They have a model. They've come up with their own model, the Composer model for developing. But the niche for Cursor is really for developers. I'm sure there are developers that will love Cursor. And if that's you, that's fine. But if you're just orchestrating agents for your life, I think I'll be doing a disservice if I put Cursor any higher than the D tier for your life. Now, for development, that might be something different. Windsurf will be similar to that. CMOX. Believe it or not, I'll put CMOX up here. Now, CMOX is a multiplexer terminal. If you use Claude CLI, uh, you quickly run into a situation where if you have multiple CLIs, one for your health, one for your taxes, one for your insurance, one for these domains, and you're trying to talk and understand the different things happening, having 10 terminals open up could be very, very annoying pretty quickly, and I've run into that. So CMUX helps with that, or TMUX, or any of the muxes helps with that. I personally like CMUX. I think it's a nice way. They have a taps version. You can tap down, you can have taps to your right, and I just really like it. I've made some videos about it. It doesn't have an LLM. It's not really it's not really like Cursor that kind of builds itself with LLM, integrates with Git and all of that. No, it's not. It's not that. This just gives you a way to have 50 or 20 terminals open, and you can make sense out of them. That is seamless, and I love it for AI for your life. Perplexity Desktop, I just will keep that here. I haven't used this as much. So, and let's take, you name some of the other tools. The reason why I didn't put the specific models here, like Manus and some of those, is because they are open source, but I just don't use them as much. So this is what my tier list would be for AI for your life as an individual. Motecar, Paperclip are all kind of towards the top, but some of these other ones are just down there. So I spend my time mostly here and in Claude. You can tell this 4 is literally where, actually this 5 is where I spend most of my time these days. Simux orchestrating things, Claude CLI giving me the AI model, and then Claude Desktop is for people who are not technical and they still want to have the power of Claude. You go to Claude Desktop. Paperclip is just managing the fleet of agents. Motecar gives you the same in a more superior fashion, I think, with chat experience. They're both new, but I think the promise of those is solid. So I'm curious, did any of this surprise you from my tier list? If you like this, I can make this more often to show you guys what I'm seeing and what I'm paying attention to and the things I'm just ignoring. There is a list of about 100 tools that I look at almost every single day, and some of it don't even make it to the point of me talking about them or making a video. So, but I thought I'll make this tier list to showcase this to you guys. If you like this approach, give it a thumbs up. I'll make more videos like this. If you have any feedback, any surprises, let me know in the comment section below, and I will definitely be responding. As always, this is Fru here with Fru Dev. Thank you for being a part of this community. I will see you in the next demo.